But we have to catch this tram.
I'm full, guys.
And let's go to the mall.
I used to live in this neighborhood. It's full of buildings like these.
I don't know if you can hear me. It's very loud.
Hi guys! This weekend we are staying in Brno, which doesn't happen anymore because we usually spend all our free time back at the country house.
Yeah.
So we wanted to use the opportunity and walk around Brno and show you our city at the same time because you've been asking for it.
Yeah. Yesterday we gave each other a haircut, so we are now allowed to be in public again. So let's go catch our tram.
Okay.
This is quite a nice square, but surrounded by roads from every side. There are very pretty buildings here. Look at this one. And there. And there.
Everywhere. And we can borrow these things to move around the city.
This one is the prettiest. We are getting close to a castle that's here up on this hill. You can't see it yet, but there are nice views from there.
And the castle is nice as well.
It is. It could be better and nicer, but it's still nice. The entrance from this side is closed. We can't enter here, so we have to walk around and use another entrance to the castle.
Okay, let's go there.
Not much to see here. They are preparing fireworks. There is this big event every year where people compete in fireworks. How would you explain it, honey?
Yeah, it's an international competition.
Teams from other countries attend and it looks very nice. We prepare weather forecasts for this event. Here we can see quite a big part of Brno. It has 350,000 inhabitants. And maybe we'll go there on that hill far in the distance and we'll see what we'll see from there.
Wow.
I have an interesting memory about this place. It was in 2008 and there was this Spice Girls meetup when we first saw each other with Tommy. And it was in February, it was very cold and I arrived in Brno at 10 o'clock, but this meetup was at 12. So I had some time to waste. and I didn't know what to do. So I was just walking around and I discovered this castle, and it was so cold. I remember I was freezing to death, but I wanted to be polite. So I didn't want to call Tommy and ask if I can arrive earlier, because I don't know, I don't like calling people. So I was just waiting here, enjoying the views in the cold, until it was finally 12 o'clock and I could go to Tommy's place.
Yeah, I remember you arrived on time.
I sure did.
We also came to this castle and the park when we signed our registered partnership to take some pictures.
Yeah, I remember we were waiting for no one to be around for a quick moment, and then we took some pictures.
Yeah. We talked about it in our wedding story video, so if you haven't seen it, you can go check it out.
Yeah.
This is the Brno Observatory and Planetarium, which is a very special place for us.
Yeah, this is where we had our first date.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we didn't know about it, that it's a first date, because the day after we gave each other our first kiss, right?
Yeah. And that's when we officially started dating.
Yeah, so it's so romantic. So we were watching stars here.
Through a telescope.
Yeah, through a telescope, and that was completely new for me,
Uh-huh.
and it was amazing.
Yeah. I remember seeing Saturn,
Mm-hmm.
and you clearly saw the rings around the planet.
Yeah, everything, like you know from pictures.
Mhm.
So we saw that through the telescope.
Yeah. And we both like stars and space and sci-fi and stuff like that, so
Science.
that's really exciting.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a really modern place now. They keep upgrading it every few years. When we came here for the first time, it looked completely different. But now we can come here to enjoy documentaries about space in 3D, watching it on the ceiling or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's really wow.
We like coming here.
Clouds. We use public transport to get around. We have this special ticket for integrated system, so you can use it for 24 hours for all trams, buses, even trains, and it costs like $4 for 24 hours, so it's very convenient. We don't
Yeah.
need a car to get around.
And it's for 2 people during weekends.
Yeah, so $2 per person per day, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
This is a neighborhood for rich people. The only way you can afford a house here is to inherit one.
Yeah. But there are very nice villas here. Old ones, but nicely renovated.
Yeah.
This is my favorite villa. It looks really old and overgrown with these vines, but I really love the tower. And I used to go for a walk here, and I always dreamt about having a house with a tower where I could observe weather, you know? And it looks so romantic.
Yeah.
I love it.
this is the town hall where we actually signed the registered partnership papers.
Yeah.
We became husband and husband.
Mm-hmm. Or registered partner and registered partner. We are on the Cabbage Square now, and usually farmers' markets happen here. But today we came too late, so they are almost gone.
Peter likes to sleep in, and this is the result, guys.
Yeah, I don't know why not on Saturday afternoon. Like, I would expect like the peak of the farmers' market.
High demand, people work 24/7.
Okay, let's move on.
We are at our favorite restaurant in this shopping mall where we are. There's also a movie theater here where we go like once a year.
Yeah.
And we usually use that opportunity to come here as well. And sometimes we come here also to celebrate our anniversary or birthdays.
Mm-hmm.
So we used to come here a few times per year.
Yeah.
But now it's been, I think, 2 years since we've been here last time. So I'm looking forward to it.
It's quite complicated now with all the plastic gloves and respirator masks and everything, but luckily there is no one here.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah,
That's the way we like it.
it's quite interesting. So it's a vegetarian restaurant, or maybe not exactly a restaurant, because you know it's like a buffet. You take what you want and then they weigh it and you pay according to weight.
What we like about this place is that you can combine a lot of different meals together. So if you can't choose one, you just take a bit of everything.
Yeah.
So I have some spinach lasagna, halušky, which is a Slovak specialty, some vegetarian
Thingies.
something, and more thingies.
Yeah. And I have a lot of everything as well, which I totally love because I'm very undecisive. So this is the best for me, that I can have everything.
So bon appetit.
Bon appetit!
Now that it's been more than 3 weeks since our first COVID vaccine, we are allowed to come here and enjoy restaurants without getting tested. But starting from next week, it will get tougher again, and you'll only be able to come here if you have both vaccines or if you have an antigen test, I think.
Yeah, both doses, because there is this Delta variant
Oh yeah.
and everyone is afraid of it. So full vaccination has to be done.
Yeah. So we decided to stay for dessert as well. This is mine. And it looks like they watch our videos because they put flowers on top like Peter would.
Yeah, I have clover here, so that's interesting. And
Yeah.
what do you have?
I hope it's not chive flowers because that would be kinda oniony. So Let me taste it or not. It's not. Okay. Ah, it's bitter.
Okay. So this wasn't a great choice on their part.
No, it's probably not meant to be eaten separately.
Yeah, okay.
This is better. I'm full, guys.
Me too. So that's great because I love being full after a meal.
Yeah, it'll be great to continue and walk around now.
Yeah, slowly.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, on platform 1, track number 3, please board the delayed international Eurocity train number 173, Hungaria 1EX3 of the company Czesne Dragi to Wrocław, Bratislava, London, Stanica, and Budapest Kilindi Final Block. Scheduled departure at 4:21 p.m. The train is ready for departure.
So this is the main train station. As you can see, it looks kinda ugly and it attracts a lot of weirdos. But I guess it's a problem in all European cities.
True.
And it's our gateway to Brno. I used to travel a lot from here and to here when I lived with my parents. So I always took a train from Prague through Brno and Bratislava to Budapest, and that was my route, Brno, Bratislava. So a lot of memories here.
And there's our cathedral, St. Peter's Cathedral, right?
Uh-huh.
And there's our Tesco, which is like the UK version of Walmart.
It is.
They want to build a new train station instead of this old one, but they've been talking about it for about 100 years. Now they finally reached a decision, but it's still gonna take decades probably before it's built.
I don't know why it takes so long.
There are a lot of people opposing it because it will move farther away from the city center,
Yeah.
but it'll be better infrastructure and it will make the traveling faster.
Mm-hmm. And this is the train that goes from Austria, from Vienna to Prague. So we were thinking that maybe we'll take you there someday, to both cities, to Prague and to Vienna.
That would be exciting, right, guys?
It would be, because the cities are quite close to us, both of them, so we have to take you there.
Yeah, and this would be the train we would take as well. We wouldn't go by car.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear me, it's very loud. Okay, let's move on, let's go. And let's go to the mall, because we need LED light bulbs for our bathroom. It stopped shining.
Yeah, stopped bulbing.
It's a normal mall, nothing special to see here. It's like everywhere else in the world. We got what we came for, very exciting. We can continue.
And this is the main bus station. There are a lot of lines going from here, which we used when we wanted to go for hikes, for example. And there are international lines as well. For example, this one behind me is going to Switzerland.
Yeah.
It was recently renovated, but it doesn't look much different than before. It's still ugly, I think.
Yeah. This whole area was renovated recently, so it looks very new and very modern. And this one as well, look, modern buildings, offices and everything. But we have to catch this train, so let's go.
Quickly. It's gonna be our premiere as well.
Yeah.
wanted to show you where people live. So this is one of those neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Let's go check it out. I used to live in this neighborhood. It's full of buildings like these, with a lot of people in one place. I was renting a small room with a family, but it was the first time I had my own room just to myself, so I was happy here. But then I started working and it was quite far away on the other side of the city, and I spent 1 hour commuting there and 1 hour returning back, so I moved closer to work then.
Yeah. So you were here because of school, right? You started university in Brno.
No, it was after I ended school and I had to leave the student accommodations or something, so I found a place here.
These places were considered ugly, very grey and full of people, no greenery, but as you can see it changed. I'm quite surprised because I think I've never been here. And look, there is a lot of greenery, even those buildings in the background surrounded by trees and everything, lots of parks, so it's not that terrible.
Yeah, it's not too bad. There are still a lot of people here.
Yeah,
It's more affordable accommodation,
yeah.
but yeah, it's not too bad, I guess.
I'm really surprised that there is so much green space everywhere. I didn't expect this.
Tell us what you expected.
I expected some ugly areas that I wanted to show you guys, like ugly parts of Brno, but this is not it. Maybe we'll show you that next time if we find it. Maybe it doesn't exist anymore. I don't know. I feel like on a vacation somewhere. Insects buzzing and meadows.
This is the ugly part of Brno, guys.
Yeah. I guess we don't have ugly parts here. Sorry. We are here on the outskirts of the city in a former quarry, and there are very nice views on the whole city. I don't know if you can see it. There is the whole city. It's a bit into the sun, so probably a bit dark.
Yeah.
But there is the city center and everything. These are the living quarters, a few of them, but that's nothing. The whole city is there and behind that part of the forest or whatever that is. And we are here on the cliffs. It's very deep. It would be a very deep fall,
Brace yourselves.
and you can see a lot of texts created of
yeah.
stones.
A lot of laugh expressions.
Yeah.
It's a nice hiking place if you don't want to leave the city. You just take a bus or a tram and you're here in 20 minutes.
Yeah. We are still in Brno. As our ticket is valid for trains as well, we are going to use a train. But I wanted to show you this. In a few minutes there is going to be a train to Croatia, which is very interesting to Split. That's a city in Croatia by the sea. And the ride is, I don't know, 14 hours or something like that. So that's quite interesting.
The summer season is on.
Yeah, this is a summer train.
We went to Split, but we flew by plane.
Yeah, and it's like 1 hour flight.
Yeah. But this is more ecological.
Okay, so this is our platform. We are going to use the train in between the stops in the city, of course. This is the train to Croatia. People in their swimwear, ready to sunbathe.
been a long day, so we're quite tired.
Yeah, totally tired.
We're also thirsty because we ran out of water like 1 or 2 hours ago.
Yeah, and we are very frugal, so we didn't buy anything.
Yes.
Okay, so these weren't the best places or worst places or nothing like that, just random places, and we can do this again. Because,
And again and again.
Yeah, because there are countless places in Brno we can show you.
Yeah. So we're headed back home now. We hope you guys enjoyed walking through Brno with us. And see you guys next time.
Bye!
Bye!